All right, we need to talk about the summon sorceress situation that's starting to develop here. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So last night, the internet started floating around that the card going to be errated in the upcoming book for the rule errata, whatever it's called. You've all been seeing we should get the confirmation on Sunday morning with the OCG ban list here. But the rumor's been swirling around out here that the errata is going to be Summon Sorceress, of all things. Now, what has led to the development of this rumor? Well, evidently, back in February, a store in Japan opened up pre-orders for this book. And with this perfect rulebook pre-order, they said that the card was going to be Summon Sorceress. That was included in it. Now this is kind of interesting because obviously there's no confirmation on any of this other than I think there was a screenshot showing that the card that was going to be in it was Summon Sorceress. But we don't have any confirmation on this. But this has circulated the internet through most of the night here, and Summon Sorceresses have started spiking up in value. Now, with any sort of particular rumor mill that this kind of starts to generate, I guess it comes down to, is this realistic or not? And that's what these types of things are. And it's actually kind of crazy to me that, a store opened the pre-order, told everybody what it was, and then nobody caught this until like the week before the set was supposed to come out. And everybody just kind of looks around and they're like, huh. I think the hamster on the wheels didn't really, catch this too much. So I guess with any sort of, discussion point like this, take this as a grain of salt, as we have a lot of these sorts of things out here, because genuinely, I don't know. I honestly thought, and this was my honest take here, I still kind of feel, if this isn't true, which I have no idea if it is. I haven't seen anything to lead me to believe that it is, but except for people going, "Oh, Summon Sorceress." I thought it was going to be Dark Matter Dragon, honestly. The reason why Dark Matter really came to my mind is, you had all of this push for all of this tachyon stuff. You made the next, core or next duelist pack be designed to be tachyon as the forerunner, right? So if you make Dark Matter Dragon be errata, that means, to be fair, I don't even know how you would errata, the card. Do you make it so like you can't attack with other monsters except for Dark Matter Dragon this turn? Do you make it so that like you banish from the deck face down? Like there's a lot to talk about here, but they have in the next V Jump, they have a dedicated panel to just the tachyon duelist themselves. And that's kind of interesting to me. That's why I was sitting here, I was like, wow, if we're actually really going to push this tachyon stuff, it would make sense that we errata Dark Matter Dragon, so that we can create it as a selling point for this product. Like that's literally everything you want. Brand new ban list, you have the tachyon stuff coming out here. What a crazy way to get people interested in a product by bringing back Dark Matter in this set so it can do its thing. And honestly, I think Summon Sorceress does sell a product, yeah, but I also think that Dark Matter would also sell a product. Also, wasn't Summon Sorceress, it was a V-Jump promo originally, right? So if it was technically an older promo, then I guess that maybe they look at the card and they're like, well, it's slightly easier to errata. Also, what do you do with it? Like, obviously, I guess you just make it so that whatever you bring out, you can't use it as link material or anything like that. I guess that would be, the biggest catch-all with it, but Summon Sorceress as a choice. And the other thing is, you have Fishborg Blaster sitting on the side, you have Level Eater, Mindmaster, Substitute. You have all of these cards that are all once per turn, or need to have once per turns on them, that I guess they really wouldn't sell a product all that much. I guess, like, that's the other thing you got to think about here when you're looking at these sorts of revisionary cards. If you got to think about how much they could sell a product. And I do think that Dark Matter Dragon would sell a product enough for this, but I also think that Summon Sorceress's waifu tax would also sell, they'd make people want to go out and buy the perfect rulebook to receive, an errata of this. All right, it's really on the table here for what Konami wants to do, but for everybody looking at Summon Sorceress right now, that's what's floating around on the internet. Somebody seems to go, well, hey, a store did this. I don't have any concrete evidence of this actually happening for this. And if it is true and it is Summon Sorceress, okay. But it still leads me to think that Dark Matter Dragon definitely was up on the block here just because, man, they're pushing Tachyon stuff so hard. Like, it amazes me that they're like, hey, come buy all this new Tachyon support. And it's like, you're really not going to do anything with Dark Matter Dragon? You really are that confident in your selling abilities of all of these new Tachyon cards that there's no point in freeing this card. Now, to be fair, I also think in this, I also think that there was an announcement that said there's only one promo in this. Had they done a announcement for more than one thing, I would have been happy to, start going after the cards that need these once per turns. You could have also dumped Fishborg Blaster in here, which leads me to think also, bad news everybody, we might not see the Atlantean structure deck this year. As much as, like, we know it's coming, I mean, you in the back over there, yeah, what's that? Someday we'll get the Atlantean structure deck? I know. All right, but, I mean, that doesn't stop the Atlantean prices from soaring up literally each and every day. I mean, if you haven't paid much attention to the state of the Ultimate Atlantean market, those cards are going up. I need water. I've been so stressed out the last couple of days. It's not even funny. So please do show some love down in the comments, man. Like, it has been a busy couple of days between just making sure everything's getting set for the end of the month tax season wrap up. It is such a pain right now. And, we have news rumors like this coming down from, out of nowhere. And I'm watching Summon Sorceresses get destroyed off the market. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't even really want to sit down and talk about this, but I was like, it's kind of my job to do so. And it's my job to report on these sorts of things. And the rumor mill is the rumor mill. And I find it funny that, like, if we really did know all the way back in February, and, like, nobody in the community caught this until super last minute, or they just kind of shrugged it off, they're like, oh, that doesn't make sense, and that's the funniest thing in the world, honestly, to, have a shop confirm this on the initial pre-order and go, hey, you can have this, and it's like, well, maybe, who knows, but who do you want to see get errated? And I know the other thing I've read today is people don't want the Summon Sorceress errata. People are like, leave her legacy alone. And it's like, no, we need to take care of this. We need to actually get this checked, and we need to move on along with our day. I know people don't like erratas in the game, but, I think erratas are a good thing. It just stinks when they actually destroy the cards and, take them to unplayable heights, and I have a feeling that's what's going to happen here with this. At least with Dark Matter Dragon, we would have been able to enjoy it and been able to, probably try something. Also, like I said, I think the lore accurate version from the manga gave you the ability to banish monsters face down. So, I don't know, that would have been a pretty cool fix in and in itself. So, you can't use this card as fusion material, link material, synchro material, exceed material. You can't do anything with what you bring out of the deck. Or they just make the Summon Sorceress not be used as material. That'd be wild. By the way, what do you guys expect to see? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace out. Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.